The credit card statement lay open on the kitchen counter, its numbers screaming betrayal in black ink. My hands trembled as I traced the charges. $237 at La Perla, $489 at a boutique hotel in the city, $1,200 for a weekend spa retreat I'd never heard of. Each line was a dagger, twisting deeper into the life I thought I knew. Sarah, my wife of 8 years, had been too tired for me for months. Too tired for dinner dates. Too tired for late-night talks. Too tired for the touch that once bound us. But never, it seemed, too tired to spend my money. The kitchen was silent except for the hum of the fridge, its cold glow casting shadows across the marble island, where we used to share coffee and dreams. I could still smell the faint lavender of her perfume lingering from this morning, when she'd kissed my cheek and rushed out, claiming another work emergency. Her excuses had become a rhythm, a heartbeat I'd stopped questioning. But now, staring at the statement, the truth pulsed louder than her lies. I wanted to believe there was an explanation. Maybe the charges were for a surprise, a gift she hadn't revealed. My mind scrambled for excuses, each one flimsier than the last. Sarah wasn't frivolous, she was meticulous, always budgeting, always planning. These purchases weren't her. Or were they? Doubt gnawed at me, a slow, acidic burn in my chest. I poured a glass of bourbon, the amber liquid catching the light as it sloshed against the crystal. The first sip burned, grounding me in the moment. I needed answers, but confrontation felt like stepping off a cliff. Instead, I grabbed my phone and opened the banking app, my thumb hovering over the transaction history. There it was again. The hotel, the lingerie, the spa. Dates lined up with her late nights at the office, her sudden weekend trips to clear her head. My stomach churned, a mix of nausea and rage. Mark. Her voice sliced through the haze. I hadn't heard the front door open. Sarah stood in the doorway, her coat still on, her auburn hair slightly mussed from the autumn wind. Her eyes darted to the credit card statement, then back to me. You're home early. Am I? My voice was low, steady, but inside my heart thundered. Or are you just late again? She laughed, a nervous trill that didn't reach her eyes. Work was brutal. You know how it is. She slid her coat off, draping it over a chair, and moved toward the fridge. Want some wine? I held up the statement, my hand steady despite the storm inside. What's this, Sarah? Her shoulders stiffened, just for a moment, before she turned with a practiced smile. What do you mean? It's just the card statement. La Perla? A hotel? A spa? Each word was a bullet, and I saw her flinch. You've been too tired for us, but not for this? Her smile faltered, and for a split second, I saw something raw, guilt, maybe, or fear. Mark, you're overreacting. Those are client gifts. Work expenses. You know I'm up for that promotion. Client gifts. I stepped closer, the bourbon still warm in my hand. You're telling me you spent $1,200 on a spa day for a client? Her eyes flickered, searching for an escape. It's complicated. Can we talk about this later? I'm exhausted. There it was again, exhausted. The word that had become her shield, her excuse to pull away. I wanted to scream, to shake her until the truth spilled out, but instead I set the glass down, the clink against the counter loud in the tense silence. No, Sarah. We're talking now. She crossed her arms, her posture defensive, but her voice softened. Mark, please. I'm trying to keep everything together. Work's been insane and I. Stop. My voice cracked, betraying the hurt I'd tried to bury. I've been trying to keep us together. I've been patient, waiting for you to come back to me. But this. I jabbed a finger at the statement. This isn't work. This is something else. Her lips parted, but no words came. The silence stretched, heavy with unspoken truths. I saw it then, the flicker of resignation in her eyes, the way her shoulders slumped as if the weight of her secret had finally broken her. His name is David, she whispered, so softly I almost missed it. It's not what you think. The name hit like a punch, stealing my breath. David. Her coworker, the one she'd mentioned casually over dinners, the one who always seemed to need her input on late-night projects. My mind raced, piecing together months of red flags I'd ignored. Her phone always face down, her sudden need for space, the way her laughter had faded from our home. Not what I think. My voice rose raw and jagged. You're spending my money on him, Sarah. On hotels, on lingerie. What am I supposed to think? Tears welled in her eyes, but I couldn't tell if they were for me or for herself. I didn't mean for it to happen, she said, her voice breaking. It was just, I was lonely, Mark. You were always working, always distracted. David was there. He listened. I staggered back, the words cutting deeper than I'd expected. Lonely? I'd poured everything into our life. Long hours at the firm to secure our future. Sacrifices she'd once called noble. So this is my fault? I asked, my voice barely above a whisper. I loved you, Sarah. I trusted you. I know, she sobbed, reaching for me. I stepped back, the space between us a chasm. I still love you. I didn't want to hurt you. The room spun, the edges of my vision blurring. Love. The word felt hollow now, a mockery of the vows we'd made. I wanted to hate her, to walk away and never look back, but part of me clung to the memory of who we'd been. 2 kids in love, dreaming of a life we'd built together. Could I throw that away? Could I forgive her? I need time, I said finally, my voice hoarse. I grabbed my keys and headed for the door, the statement crumpled in my fist. Her sobs followed me, but I didn't turn back. Outside, the night air was sharp, the city lights blurring through unshed tears. I walked, not knowing where I was going, the weight of her betrayal heavy in my chest. But as I passed a neon-lit bar, my phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. Meet me. We need to talk about Sarah. My heart stopped. David? Someone else? The message was a spark, igniting a new wave of dread and curiosity. Whoever it was, they knew something that could shatter what little I had left. I stared at the screen, my thumb hovering over the reply button, knowing that whatever came next would change everything.